strategies, they're one, either too risky, two, you're buying options. That's a no-go. Not going to do that because you can never have consistency buying options. You can never say, I want to make $100 a day. You don't know that. You don't even know how close you're going to come to that. All right, testing, testing. All right, testing, testing. All right, nice. Oh man, let's see what these $100 a day. You don't know that. You don't. We'll see how these tariffs calm down. We'll see how these tariffs calm down. Woohoo! Steve, how's it going? Life, welcome back. Trying to figure out how I want to do today. Is it gonna? I mean, with the credit spreads, it's gonna give us a lot of premium because the VIX is high, so we can go really far out of the money. Yeah, bond. I'm thinking it might do a Mullen type of move here. You see how Mullen just literally in minutes, it pumped up 50%. Any penny has the opportunity to do that when they're extremely oversold, just to release the reins a bit. Obviously we got caught up in the tariffs here. That's what caused it to dip more than it should have done. There's not like an outrageous gap for this not to fill the 5. I'm not seeing like a massive gap. This is a little gap. 1, 2, 3, little gap here. 4, little gap. But these aren't like massive. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, around this mark, I would expect it to hit that 5. Yeah, they're a lot more riskier, for sure. But as you can see, Mullen pump up 60%, you know, doing that massive pump, had a K value of 1, right where bond is, and that's the power of what these kind of pumps can do. I got one more ad for this one, and I'll call it a day by Wednesday. I'll get out of it if it don't move. Oh, yeah, so, Life, if you guys want to subscribe on Amazon or on the Twitch for free using your Prime. I see you have Prime Gaming. Let me show. I don't know if I could show it without like looking weird on my screen. Yeah, here we go. I can show you like right here. So that you can look down into manage your sub right here, and if you click that, oh wait, mine's gonna just say that. It should be able to hit manage sub, and you should be able to hit subscribe with Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. And if someone else has a better reasoning, let the person know in the chat. But it should be there. You can also probably Google it. Maybe it might be a little easier, but it should just be that manage your sub. Or since I'm already subscribed to my own channel, I don't know how that actually works. I think it's just because I have an Amazon account, I can use mine too, but GBG chills. Bond is crapping on me. Futures today. Yeah, we're gonna do some futures today. Welcome GBG OTPN. Welcome to the stream. I have 1 penny. I'm just gonna hold that one. I mean, DMN is down. I mean, look at this one just from that EMA 5. Look at how massive this tanked. At least we're not in something like this that had no EMA 5 TD, right? It tanked down 23%, another 50%. Bonds kind of come up here. We'll see what happens. So I don't know what your guys' averages are. Mine, I bought some at 14 and 12 in that range there. So if this goes up to 14 cents, I start making some money. We'll see. Yeah, so we're going to focus a lot on futures for sure. Futures, definitely going to focus on that. Let me get my account set up. Have you guys watched the videos on how I'm trading futures? If you are in, I'll give that a watch. Start trading. I'm really liking this just for the fact that, you know, if I'm wrong fast on futures. Whereas credit spreads, I am going to take a little bit of a gut punch when I'm wrong. It's just I won't be wrong as much. Alrighty, so there's a 9:15. Now let's go to the 1 minute chart. 9:19, sweet. Alright, so I use the SPY chart. I'll use the SPY chart when I'm looking at my things, and then I go to my futures and I just do buy or sell market orders. Alright, so we're gonna look at the SPY chart. We're gonna we actually don't even need counter channels on this one, or even EMAs. If you guys want to just like keep it nice, clean, and simple, we can just use a blank canvas. EMAs are good just to kind of see, like, obviously the general direction of the trend is going to be down. But we have been in a downtrend for about a day and almost 2 days now, so it's kind of hard to use that because once you cross over this EMA 50, you can make a massive uptrend because this is going to eventually cross. You just don't want a fresh uptrend or downtrend idea. Like if I want to do bull puts and I see that this is a fresh downtrend, heck no, I don't want to do that. All right, so yeah, we're gonna look at SPY. We're gonna see where do we get our signals here. I did really good on futures, you know, the previous day here. I mean, we got that orb signal, and it's just absolutely massive gain here. You know, we dropped down here, got the signal at 10 o'clock, and it was just, I mean, it's just trail and stop it here. Just how much more do you want to make, right? Just trail and stop, keep making more money, scale out. Let me see what Forex Factory has on the agenda today. Forex Factory, we got nothing, guys. Chicago PMI at 945, and that's it, and that's a yellow folder. So nothing I'm even concerned about. Just obviously tariffs today is overreaction. But honestly, I thought this was an overreaction. I mean, this was priced in. We knew about this for a very long time. You know, the tariffs. I thought this 2% was sufficient enough. I guess not. You can kind of see, like, yeah, I should have saw this bull flag coming. Massive down move. You know, massive down move up. Bull flag coming out. You know, something like that or something. Who knows? But usually when you have a massive move down and then you have a rally up, it's just a fake move to make a new low. We'll see, though. I thought, you know, usually SPY, though, I mean, we're at that correction phase where, you know, you see every correction that gets bought up. You know, maybe we'll have a longer correction on the weekly time frame. This was 2022 of January. It lasted about almost a year here, and then we started correcting up. So we'll see how long this downtrend lasts. Hopefully it's not too long. Alrighty, it's 9:22. Hold up, I gotta use the restroom here, and then let me use the restroom before the bell opens. I'll be back real quick after that. 2, 3. Alrighty. What did the market do? 928 hasn't opened up yet. All right. I'll tweet out that we're live here. Here, don't do that. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot more futures day trading. This market environment's pretty brutal if you're not doing that stuff. Really freaking brutal. All right, bonds kind of coming up here into the 11-cent range here. We'll see what it does. Pump or dump. Mullen is up 38%. Nice little move up there. If anyone got into that one. SPY, we're coming down, I think, like 1%. Yeah, so these are the ones I really hate because if SPY fills the gap, you can see right here, this is where SPY gapped from the previous day low. It could easily come back up to that 554 mark. All right. All right. Here, stay over here. All right, here we go. All right, so the market's open right now. SPY is down 1%. We are down roughly $5. I'm going to just strictly follow the orb, though, no matter how much down or up. Obviously, if it's an extreme amount, then I got to be careful, right? Might just take that day off for crash price. If we're down close to the ATR4, which I believe is $9, then it's kind of hard to take bear calls on that kind of signal. Because not every day you're going to get that 2% move. Good morning, Blessed Big Dog. Top off the candle to you. Okay, where's the student? I'm here, Unity. Sorry. Yeah, there's two ways to play this. If SPY's down too much, I might take the day off. Like, because I have seen things where they do a V shape for sure, but I am just going to follow the 15-minute orb, and I have best assessed doing that. Here and there, yeah, you can win against it, but it's just not worth the stress. What do we want? See what my TTD's doing. Nice, TTD's going up a little bit. I actually could sell some covered calls on that one. I might want to get doing that. I'll let it go up just a tad more. Good morning, Venom. For bond, I do have one more ad I'm going to do. But if this doesn't start moving up towards this midday or end day, I'm going to be kind of questionable about it. K value is 0.60. Like, come on. That's probably the lowest I've ever seen a K value. Ever. Hey, Zach, thanks for the follow. So, it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't want to just get rid of it with, but if it doesn't start going up, I need to do something and maybe just take a break from swing trading. Because swing trading is just too risky right now. All this stupid tariff stuff. Alright, so let me tweet out real quick. Yeah, my day trading service has just been absolute fire. It really has. No matter what the market is, you make a lot of money. Obviously, with swing trading, you can make a lot more money. Because, like, for example, Mom just pumped 60%. I have had many plays that pump up 20, 30% overnight. And you make really good money doing that. But when it doesn't do that, these are the days when it really sucks. And we're finding a lot of unknowns. That's the problem with today, is we're finding more outside factors now. Alright, Eddie, so fine. Just alright. Alright, so SPY is going down some more. We're going to drop the top and bottom here. Let me look at my phone for my covered calls. I need to see how much premium I can get for my TTD. We'll see how much I can get. Alrighty. I got 400 shares. Looking to sell cover calls 16 May 72.5. That sounds about right. Let's see if I can get I'll just try the ask. Spot at 109. We'll see if it can give me that. That one expires 16 May, which is quite a bit out there. So I'll try for 109. Wow, SPY's still going down. What a joke. It's either I can just wait this out, wait for a pump, or for my TTD. Because TTD, as you can see, is going to follow when SPY goes down. They all move in a uniform way. They all do that. That's just how the market works. I hate to go against the trend, but I feel like SPY might have a daily candle resistance. Yeah, these are the days I really hate because you go down 1.24%. You're coming into obviously support right here. I mean, obviously you can see that it's coming to touch it. But do you really want to fight against the trend and just take a dart? I'd rather just not even trade today than having those. The problem is I don't want those bad habits in me anymore. That's the problem. Even if you win, I just don't want the bad habits. And that's right there is what's that I want to kind of avoid. Because I lost 3 times this month because I did those bad habits saying, oh, I don't think it's going to go down anymore. It's down 1%. And then it goes down like 2%, you know. It's just like, wow. Yeah, the futures are going to be nice, I think. So as of always, we're waiting for the first 15-minute candles, first 15-minute stand. So we have our 931. This is our high, and then this is obviously our low. So what we're waiting for is, let's get rid of the KDJ to see all price action, fuel price action. I just want you to see all price action. This is our range we're in. If we break out of any range, I'm going to take some micros to one side or the other. This is going to be probably a really nice day for futures, just letting you know. All right, I'm just going to sell a covered call on TTD. I'm going to sell a covered call on 16 May. Please go up by 16 May. Why do you do that to me? All right, so we're in our range. The nice thing about this strategy is you avoid till 9:45. You shouldn't be really trading right on the bell anyways. That's kind of gambling. Massive volatility candles here can wipe you out in a heartbeat. Spawn really 0.08s? Wow, what a joke. Good freaking grief. Are you kidding me? Well, I got one more ad. I'll do one more ad and just call it on this. I'm gonna be done with pennies till this stupid tariff crap is done. That KDJ, wow, what a joke. Yeah, I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna probably even my bigger caps in this market's getting wrecked. Like I said, TTD. I mean, look what happened to TTD. I mean, this thing just went massively down with the tariffs. It's just not a swing trading environment, and we're trying to fight an environment that's just not built for swing trading. That's the problem. That really is the problem. We're facing too many unknowns. Pennies are risky to begin with. Good freaking grief. I had such a good week on them, too. I was making bank, and then all it takes is that one bad penny, and then we're back to square one again. Man, I was making bank on them. I made 100%. I'm pumped 100%. Made another 20% on HEPA, 20%, 50% on SES. And then you get this one crap one that I should have. I don't even know, because they're all like that. I could say, yeah, it's a Chinese biotech. Probably should not have played it. That's the only thing I can really think of, but some of these are just, they kind of do their own beat. Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. It's better to miss one play because credit spreads you're not going to make bank even if you win. I mean, you want to take the easier days. You know, if you take a credit spread on the harder days, I mean, that's just, you know, because one loss can really screw you over. Hold up, I'm going to test something here too. I'm going to go on my Thinkorswim web. I am going to need to do market orders for my credit spread strategy. I want to see kind of what it fills me at. Obviously, this is a paper trading account. I'm going to hurry up and try it on. I'm just curious how they fill me. How. All right, so I'm just watching this. Okay, let's go to SPX. All right, vertical. Oh, wait. Paper money. Shoo, scared me. Paper money, SPX. Let's do. We're coming into this range. We're still not at the 945. Let me do a vertical. I'm just curious how this is going to work. Market order. Let me look at one right now so I can find the strike. Not placing an order right now, guys. All right, I'm going to test out how they're going to fill me on the market orders. That's what I'm doing new. All right, so vertical. All right, so let's do SPX. Let's try the put sides. Sell put. All right, let's try this one right here. 53.80, 53.85. I just want to see. All right, so I'm seeing the bid and the ask. The bid says 15, the ask says 25. I'm curious what they get me filled for on a paper account. 53.80, 53.85. That's really far out of money. Good grief. Interesting. Yeah, we're breaking a structure here. Now we have a new range. This is our new range of 15-minute. Man, that's a massive range too. All right, so I see that the bid and the ask is 10 and 25. If I do a market, I'm curious what it fills me for. Let's review market order. I might have to just do the what did it fill me at? I'm curious, what did it fill me at? So I did a market on that one, net price 0.20. Interesting. That is interesting. Was it at like 0.15 or something? Yeah. It's hard to tell because of yeah, the bid was 10, 15. It like fluctuates big time. It's hard to tell. It got me. Yeah, I'm actually curious about that. I am going to be doing that. All right, so now we got our 945 here coming up really soon. It'll fill you at the ask spread. Well, if you're selling a credit spread, should fill you at the bid, I assume, because that's going to be the where you get in instantly. So I was watching the bid. Because with these credit spreads, I'm not going to try to, fight this anymore. If I want to get in, I want to get in right away. That's my reasoning with these credit spreads. I don't want to. I lost a couple times because I just didn't get filled, and then I went worse strikes or I went against the trend. So yeah, I hit sell market order. I did the 53.80, 53.85 for a market. They took me for 20 cents instantly. All right, here's the 945. All right, we're gonna get some action here on futures like very soon. So we got the 20. Yeah, I was just curious how I know the bid it was pretty spread out. I think I saw like 10 cents on the bid, and then the ask was 25. It's fluctuating very fast though. Interesting. All right, break of structure here, but this is your new 945 range. If that was a break of structure at 946, I'd be all into shorts here. For futures, It just depends. Once I get the first signal, I'll probably go a couple micros and then scale in some more micros on the EMAs. Like it just really depends. I don't go full contract size. I kind of scale in. I will reassess bond end of the day. If they don't do something end of the day, I might just cut all this crap out. All right, so now what we're looking, guys, is for a body of a candle to close under this line. We can see the 15-minute ORB is massive. Massive ORB. We see that the 1 minute is trying to break through, but we're coming to this. This could be a false breakout, keep in mind. This could be a false breakout, but then we'll just take it to the upside if it is a false breakout. I'm always using a body of a candle closing above this horizontal line for that false breakout, and I'll try to write it up because, I mean, look at the massive gain you can make to the upside too. You know, you can make a massive gain to the upside. So for this one right here, yes, I am looking to get into some micros here at the end of this 946 candle, 945. Because now we're getting a trend idea. I'm going to sell.
Order filled. Order filled.
I'm selling right here. A retest of that upper OR would be amazing. Retest of the upper. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's retesting it.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, so my stop loss
Order filled.
is going to be tight. If it closes above here, I'll just take it long. I'll take the fast loss. I'll take it long. All right. I'm waiting to see if we get a body closing back above. And like I said, it could easily do one of these patterns where it's a false breakout because we are extremely down. I mean, look at this 15-minute orb. So it could do something like that. Yeah, it looks like it wants me to go to the long side. So I might go to the long side. Yeah, I'll go to the long side.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, I'm going to go to the long side here. Because we got that thing. I think it's a fake out. I want a little more contracts than I should. I did 1 mini. I don't usually do 1 mini. I did 10 micros here. If I see it coming back down, then I'll take it to the low side. But I feel good about this. This was a fake out type pattern, which honestly it was worth the shot to take it to the upside here. My first targets are going to be middle of orb, somewhere in this middle. EMA 10, EMA 20. All right, so let's see if I can scale out some of my micros if it doesn't end up working here. We're hitting this lower band here, acting as support. All right, we're coming back down. We'll see what it does. I don't want to... Looks like we want to take it short again. That's fine. We'll take it short if we have to. 949. Yeah, well, looks like they want to take it short again. Let's see if that candle closes back above. That's the problem I'm seeing with this, is a lot of fake outs can happen. Let me see. Let me see. Does that come back above? Yeah, it looks like it's trying to come back, but I could take it for a minor loss and then take it to the upside again. I'm totally fine with that. Break even, minor loss. I did it a little too many. I double clicked a little bit too many micros. All right, let's see what this does. I don't mind scaling up more if we start to reclaim this level. What are you doing, Pierre? I need to get rid of some micros, though. Okay, here we go. We're coming back up. Let me see. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to take out 5 right here. I'm in 5.
Order filled.
Nice. Took out 5 right there. I could add some more since we're definitely into an uptrend idea here. I'm going to add some more micros to the upside here. This is looking really good. I think we can come to the middle of orb. Where's that middle of orb? I just wanted to take some out because I had a little too many. This is your middle of orb right here. Right here is the middle of orb. Let's make sure it's like decently here. All right, looks like it wants to go back down. I did scale out a lot if I needed to. We're kind of flirting. If we can get to the middle of orb, that's your first big target that you can make lots of money on. That's going to be your first big target. I'm going to scale out another one.
Order filled.
All right. Taking out another one right here as we come close to the EMA 20. Bam, bam, bam. We got the uptrend idea at 947. If it tries to make a downtrend, we will take advantage of that. But I don't want to have too many contracts right now. I want to try to lock in some gain too. All right. All right, there it is. There it is. EMA 20 coming up. Let's see if we can get up there to that middle of orb. It's becoming a little patient game. All righty, taking another micro off.
Order filled.
There we go. There we go. Money, money, money. All right. Not in the credit spread till 10 o'clock. You gotta wait till that 10 o'clock. Looks like we're coming back into orb. Look, good thing I waited. Yeah, you don't want to wait. I mean, look at that move. Another micro off.
Order filled.
Holding 2 micros here. I'm going to see if we break above middle orb, and then we go to the upper orb. All right. Here it is. Do we break above middle orb? Is middle orb our target? Here it is. All right, we hit middle orb. I'm going to take one more micro.
Order filled.
And then I'm going to buy more if we break above this. Here. There's that middle orb. We literally hit it to a T, guys. Literally hit it to a T. That could be resistance. I'm going to hold my last micro at break even. Last micro at break even, so I'm going to hit a sell since I'm buying a sell one stop break even here. If it hits it, I'm going to ride this thing to the end here. Beautiful idea here. We got in long. We got in short here. I mean, look at that. To a T. Middle orb down. We got into a short here. Got stopped out on this candle. Went long here. And we just rode it out. So we got stopped out fast. And then to go long here. Now, as far as credit spreads, you can see there's no body of an orb breaking this structure. All right. We are down 1.24%. I definitely see that. I'm just watching. Do we break above this? Could I look to add more size? I could look to add more size at this bottom orb. But until then, not really much I want to do for now. I'm going to ask you, why are you longing in a bear market? Because I just made money. All right, right in here, we're breaking this middle orb here. Right in here, we're breaking this middle orb. We'll see. Our next target that I want to see is this upper orb. I played both sides. I was shorting. I was shorting. I got stopped out instantly. Didn't want to work. I'm going to play the winning side. All right, let's see what Bond's doing real quick. Now that I'm doing good on that, I can just watch that. So Bond's at 9 cents. We'll see what that does end of the day. Loan is... Wow, that retreated instantly. Look at that massive 15-minute orb candle there. So I could look to add more on this middle orb since we're kind of like acting as support. But do I really want to give away my gains? Not really. Okay, so right here, one little micro is up $85 from this entry down here. Total P&L. So, yeah, I got a little carried away down here. I went a little too heavy, but I want to see if we break this upper orb, that will be insane. It's just a patience game. A lot of the times I sell my micros a little too soon. Like maybe I should hold them. Like I clearly see this is looking good. I will look to add more micros of a break of structure up here. If we break structure here, I'm going to add to my micros and just ride it out. That's my plan. Yeah, I could give an opinion on lays here. I always look for the bigger charts here. We have the weekly EMA 50, the daily outtrend, weekly, starting to make. It's still at the bottom. We'll see if it does this type of pattern. You could clearly see like we're just in a range bound, right? We're going up and down, up and down. It is one of a better company. It's not one of those crap penny stocks. So, wow, look at that, guys. We're going up all the way to the upper orb here. Ideally, I want to see if we get above this upper orb. Get above the upper orb. I'm going for bull puts today. I'm going for bull puts if we get above that upper orb. Bull freaking puts, baby. All right, let's see. Wow, I'm surprised Spidey went up and didn't take my TTD for 1.09. Man, that was a beautiful long right there. Beautiful long. 2,000 on options today. Good job, Bearded Nose. Good stuff. Good stuff. If you guys want to subscribe on the Amazon, you can subscribe for free on Twitch with your Amazon Prime. It's only $5 a month. If you don't have Amazon Prime, you get ad-free viewing. Okay, ad-free viewing. We're coming up here, guys. Literally, my future is printing money. I'm still holding this micro. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to take some off the table? Yes, I'm going to take it off the table here, and I'll add more back because you got to understand that's going to be resistance. That's the top of orb, guys. That's the top of orb. So if it breaks through that, then I would look to go long again. So I'm going to take this off.
Order filled.
And I'm going to sell a couple.
Order filled. Order filled.
I'm going to sell 2 contracts up here for a short. All right. I'm going to go short, 2 up here. Stop loss if we go above upper orb. And then I'll go long again. I only got 2 micros here for a short. I took out that long that was on the opposite side of orb. And we'll see what we do here. Just got 2 micros for a short. You guys see why I'm shorting this? This is coming into resistance. If we come back to this middle orb, we can make pretty good money too. And worst case scenario, if it just breaks up, then I'll go long. So I want to try to see if I could take this down if I want to. For the credit spreads, nothing to do right now, guys. There's no orb confirmed. We're shorting it down, making some money again to the downside. We're up. We're up again, baby. Taking it to the downside. Middle orb is your first target. I want to see if I can get middle orb. Maybe I can scale out some here. But I don't mind taking a loss if it does above here, because then I'm gonna go in heavy in there. Alright. 10 o'clock is coming, but I don't there is no news at 10 last time I checked. But usually there's like some 10 o'clock fluctuation here. Alright, so let's hold this till middle orb. I'm up another $100 here. I sold puts for 0.2 and then closed at 0.1 because I got nervous. Yeah, I don't blame. Do not blame. Here's the middle orb coming, guys. We're up another $100. Does it come back to that? So I sold 1. Let me just buy 1 back here, just in case. Eh. I think I messed that one up. I should have bought one back on that EMA 10. Lock in some profit, you know. Alright, here we go. It's coming back down. We'll see if it comes to this newer. Yeah, we're up 100. We're up now only 40 bucks. Should have locked in some profit there. I think I should have took in like a micro off and then hold that one last micro if it decides to go up. Because usually we get an orb break around that 10 o'clock. Around 10 o'clock we get an orb break. 10:15. Anyone taking futures with me right now? Alrighty, we're coming up into resistance. I'm gonna sell.
Order filled.
I'm gonna sell another one right there on resistance. 3 micros now. Just 3 micros, just to test the waters here. If it breaks out above, I'll go long. If it goes above, it is no big deal. Alright, so it looks like we are breaking out above. We'll see if this is a false breakout. Yeah, I should have took that gain down there on that short side. We'll see. False breakout or not a false breakout. Open P&L. Yeah, looks like it's a real breakout. We're coming in at 10:02. Looks like it's trying to close. So I'm going to look to buy back some micros here. Yeah, that is a clear breakout. That's a clear breakout to the upside that we're seeing. Now, could it be a false breakout? Absolutely. I could get stopped out just to short it again, but I'm willing to take this risk. I was a little disappointed that
Order filled.
I'm going to go with 5 micros here. Take it to the upside. Little disappointed that I didn't take that gain here. That was my fault. But I did go a little more micros here to make up that. So now you guys see why that 10:02, why I'm going long, right? We have a break of structure here. We could come back down, but it makes a whole lot of sense to go long on this break of structure. Maybe we can keep going up, maybe to that EMA 50 there. We'll see. That was a massive move up. Massive move up. All right, I'm going long. I'm going long right here. I got 5 micros. I did 3 micros short here. Took a $100 loss. I'm going to probably see if I can get about 10 micros on this position here. As we're touching this.
Order filled.
Touching this upper orb here, that would be your next accumulation zone. If it does happen to go back down, that's going to suck. I will try to short it again because there's nothing more bearish than a false breakout. There's nothing more bearish than a false breakout. If this is a false breakout to the upside, this could go down fast. Do keep that in mind. And that's literally what we're getting right now. We have to touch this. I really hope that's, yeah, nothing's more. I can make it all back to the downside if I want to. Looks like that's what's going to have to happen here. Man, I should have took that gain on that short side there. I really should have. Should have took that gain on the short side. Yeah, I'm going to have to erase my gains from that shenanigans. Yeah, I'm going to look to short it.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, I'm going to short it big time here. Try to make that gain back. I lost my gains from earlier. Yeah, it was a false breakout. Nothing's more bearish than a false breakout. If we don't head over here, we could get wrecked here. So I want to make sure I'm playing the right side. I just need to get one big runner here. One big runner here. I don't like this. It is a big 15-minute ORB coming into that EMA 50. I should have saw that a little more careful. This could be just a big bear plunder coming down. We got the 10:04, 10 o'clock candle here. Yeah, that's my thing. Maybe I got a little careless on this one. It could keep going up, but I don't want to risk this big body of engulfing candle with a shooting star in the 1 minute. That was just kind of unfortunate for me. Alrighty. I went a little too carried away on the size.
Order filled.
I'm just accumulating down here at this orb here. See if we get a break of structure to middle of orb. We make bank. If it goes to middle orb, I make bank. Comes back up. I'll take another shot at it, and that'll be probably a good shot because usually, like I did say, we usually do get the orb break between 10 and 11. We do usually get that orb break. So is this the orb break? We'll see. I just need to start taking profit. I can't believe I didn't take that profit down here. I called that short here. I should have took that profit down there. That was my fault. Got a little greedy, thinking we'll do a double bottom orb there. Alrighty. If it does do a break of structure here, we could get the grand finale of the uptrend idea. Alright. Could get the grand finale of an uptrend idea here. Let's see if it breaks. Yeah, there it is. It wants to break out. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, sometimes it helps to be patient, but sometimes it's like, this could have easily went against me. This could have easily went against me. That was a nasty candle down. We'll see if it finishes above. Is it just a long upper wick? No, it actually closed back under. It closed back under. It's trying to get above this 15-minute orb, but it's not doing it. We'll see. Well, I want to see. There it is. Okay, so it is. It looks like it is trying. EMAs are trying to switch. I'm going to take one last shot for the long side here. As that's what's happening.
Order filled.
I'm going to take one last shot to the long side. I actually went way too micros. I forgot I'm on the freaking... I was on 3 micro lots, or 3 micros buying at a time. I screwed myself on that one. We'll see if it works out. I actually went a little too many micros. I went 16 micros. Holy crap. Yeah, I went way too many micros on that one. Whoops. Whoops. Well, I mean, if this is the true breakout, then I can really start scaling out better instead of losing my micros. If this truly is the breakout. We break out of this 551, 15-minute ORB breaking out. I just need to see if this 15-minute candle can close above. All right, so I lost on this one, and I lost twice here. Lost my gains just because I didn't take the gains down there. That was my stupidity. That was my fault. All right, so we're coming up here. We'll see if we can recover the gains. Total. Let's see what it can do here. Yeah, I got wrecked on that, man. I can't believe I let that wreck me. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're up $200. 200. Trying to see if should I just have him at break even. This is at the point where I'm like, you know, I could have him at break even, but if this truly is the orb break, like that, what I'm seeing right now, this could make a monster move. If this truly is the orb break. Okay, I'm up $300. I'm going to take out $400 now, $500. I'm going to take out 5 contracts here.
Order filled.
Taking out 2 contracts right here.
Order filled.
All right, so now I have 9 micros. That's a decent amount I can hold for a nice gain. All right, that's a decent amount I can hold. That way I can scale some out. I locked in some gain here on that awesome breakout. 1007, awesome breakout. We'll see if this keeps going up. I'll take a look at Wolf.
Yeah, this milk is bad.
The breakout will happen. Absolutely, it will happen. It's just...
Don't drink this.
I'm up $200 right now on the remaining contracts. I want to see if I make a new high. It's like if we can get above that 551. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I can take out another micro right there. And then I can add more if we hit this upper. If we hit this upper orb, I'll add more, guys. Do keep that in mind. I can always add more on that upper orb. Okay. See if it hits that EMA 5 and rockets up. Now, for my credit spread strategy, I'm looking for that 10-15 candle to close. All right. We had this ORB here. We're still down 0.80. If we just follow what the 15-minute credit spread tells us, this is coming into that. Okay, we're just kind of bouncing here. We have 9 micros here. I'm up just $100. I look to add more here. If we close under, then I will look to short it. Then this would be the true false breakout. Other than that, just staying with my thesis here. Alrighty. Probably should have took some more out right there. All right, there you go. That was a nice pump. There we go. Right there on that EMA 10. 15-minute massive move here. I'm just a little worried about the EMA 50 here. Do we get a false move? That's honestly what I'm worried about. Other than that, I feel good about everything else. Just I'm worried about that false move that we could potentially get. We'll see if we get break structure here, and then I'll go to the downside. Probably should have took more out of the margin here. I had 16 micros. I took out, it was like 8 of them. Still no break.
Order filled. Order filled.
I'm going to add 2 micros here on that upper orb. See if that acts as support. I'm going to add 2 more micros there. If that falls through, then this is just a very choppy session. Then we can't get a real breakout if that don't give us it. Then again, I should have took more out here. I had a little too much, but I'm thinking maybe this acts as support. I think this might act as support, as you can see right now. All right, we're coming back up. Beautiful, beautiful. If we go test these highs again, I will take some out for sure. Maybe at 551, I'll start to take out a little contracts, just so I can lock in some gains. I don't want to be up massive, and then I'm not locking in any gains. That's just part of the way of futures. You want to make sure you lock in your gains at the same time. 10-15 is coming up to closing above orb. Do we get above orb here, guys? I don't know. This is a very volatile day for credit spreads. We're coming back down. All right, maybe that was the false breakout. Yeah. Alrighty, we'll look to short it then. Let's see. We'll see if we want to short it here. Does it hit that 20 and go down or up? Man, I should have locked in that gain. I'm not locking in my gains. That's my problem. I'm not locking in my gains. Yeah, I had that massive gain and I didn't lock it in again. Alrighty. We'll see if it bounces on that, but obviously with my rolls, we'll see.
Order filled. Order filled.
Yeah, I'm going to see if it bounces, get down here. I'm going to short it just due to the fact that we did get a body of a candle closing under here. So that's my role, is to take out my long and look to short it. Just following my role. Wow, are you kidding me? All right, we're going back up. Man, this is too choppy today. Way too choppy. All right, well, I'll look to get minor gain. Yeah, too choppy.
Order filled. Order filled. Order rejected.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting chopped up.
Order filled.
I got chopped up here. I'm just gonna stick to credit spreads today. That's a joke. I'm not taking my profit, getting chopped up big time on that. That was a joke. I didn't take my profit way up here. I got chopped up down here. Man, it days. The one day it doesn't like work really well is this day. All right, so we're looking at a 10-15 candle close. I'm going to do a credit spread bull put. I'm looking at 10 cents right there. I had to stop. I got chopped up too many times. So this is your 10-15 candle close. I'm going to get in right away. Market order. Market order. I'm going to sell 10, 9. All right, I got in for bull puts. I just did a market order here because we got the 15-minute ORB. Wow, I got filled. You guys see this? Did I do this right? Oh, wait. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, wait. Something went wrong here. Mark 0.25. I got filled at 0.20. Why does it say mark? Oh, that's my TTD. Okay, so that scared me. All right, guys, I got filled for 20 cents on SPX for the 54.35, 54.30. Filled bull puts for 0.20 on the 54.35, 54.30 at day and swing. All right, I did a market order. All right, I did a market order. Let me screenshot the spread I did. Let me put my stop loss in. I am going to go a little higher stop loss due to the fact that I did a market order to get in like right away. So close selected. I'm going to do a stop 40, 60, 80. I'm going to do a 1.20, which is 500%. And I'm trying this out because a lot of the times if you have the guts to hold this, the premium, you win so many times if you just have the slight bit of guts. All right, so I'm going to put in, I filled this one right here, snippet. I filled this one right here. I'll put that in the day trade alerts. Here is my order I filled. Now, I did the best price I could get, all right? They gave me 0.20 on the market. That's the best price. Like, I get filled instantly. Obviously, if I would have waited a little, who's to say this candle was going to come down, all right? Who's to say that? If I would have waited a little earlier, yes, I would have been getting a better premium, for sure. But I've been seeing in my back test that the more I wait, the worse it gets. Hopefully that maintains. That's clearly above the upper orb. Yeah, sorry about the futures. It's just too choppy today. That's the hard thing with futures compared to credit spreads is you can handle this drawdown. It can chop up and you can win. That's the problem with futures, honestly, and that's why I still think my OG strat is credit spreads. It's always going to be credit spreads for me. All right, so I sold the SPX 54.35, 54.30 for 20 cents. It's 30 cents right now because of this down move. I got in literally probably right when this candle dropped, which is unfortunate, but I also never have to worry about getting filled now since I'm doing market orders. So do keep that in mind. So then I have my my working order to buy it back. +9, -9. It's going to buy it back at 1.20, which is my 500% stop. My TTD was what confused me. That one's -4. And I'm still trying to fill a covered call on TTD. That's what confused me. Did everyone get filled on a credit spread? I'm going to do a 500% because I told Coco or Amber in the chat when I was video calling her, I was like, yeah, if we actually had the guts to hold a little higher than 300%, you actually would have had one loss in the past 3 months. And that's it. All right. So I'm going to be a little more gutsy. And I'm just going to kind of increase it a little. If we do the opposite side of orb, I will take this for a break. I'll go break even. All right, so you guys can use the 300%. I am going a little higher just to, like I said, when I've been back testing, it has tend to help me to go a little higher. I don't know why, but my broker also takes me out early on my stops. So it also gives me that little extra wiggle room. Like the stop, they tend to take me out early before it even hits my stop. So I try to give it some more wiggle room. So I'll put my stop in there too. I have my stop at 1.20. Yeah, so we'll see. A lot of times we can get a false breakout, comes tumbling down, and you're going to wish you had that extra wiggle room. This was a massive move up here. We're coming up. We're still down 1%, even with that massive move up. All right, so I'm hoping that I might just get filled on my cancel edit selected on my TTD because it's getting annoying looking at this thing. I might just go for 1.02 instead of 1.09 just to get filled. Edit sell 4 at 1.02. It's an extra 7 cents just to get filled on that thing. All right, so I got that. I had to get that thing out of the way. I got filled on my cover calls. That's what was confusing me. I was like, what is that? All right, so we have the -4. Sold the 4 cover calls. We got the credit spread already in. All right, so we got that. The stop loss is placed. This is the first time I did a market order. I think I like it a lot more. Just the fact that I just get in all the time now. TTD, yeah, I've sold the 4. I sold that at 1.02. It wasn't filling me at 1.09, just in case it didn't want to fill me. I can hurry up and get in. As far as bond, what is that thing doing? Yeah, I got so many things I want to get rid of that one probably by Wednesday. Yeah, see right here was the true break of structure. I got chopped out so many times, which was annoying. I didn't take the gain here, didn't take the gain here. got chopped out here when the true break of structure was right here, and then it went down. Yeah, I'm learning with futures. It's kind of annoying that you have to like. It's literally just scalping these moves. That's the most annoying part with futures. Man, I was doing really good on Monday or last Friday. Then I got chopped out today. It's my sizing. I went a little too high size. I misclicked and went too high of size. I wonder if I should stick to like 5 micros max. I did a 10 micro contract size. Yeah, so if you sold at 0.20, you can use the original 0.80 stop. I increased it just a little more just to give more test results because like I said, in my back test, the 500% stop loss has been saving our butts so many more times. Like that 300% just barely gets hit just for it to work out. So you can try the 400 or 500, which would be $1. You could try $1 stop, but at least 80 cents is your stop, at least. I personally did 1.20 to give me some more wiggle room. That's just me. Um, that way, if it does go to this opposite side of orb, and then it gives us that wiggle room, tries to bounce back up again, will be a lot more safer. Coming into April, I am going to up my contracts. That is a new month, so hopefully this works. Yeah, this has been a kind of a chaos thing. I don't know. Trying to do futures, credit spreads at the same time. There's a lot. We obviously see that this was a bull put play according to our system. So I have no regrets taking bull puts. A lot of times, price can come down, price can go up. That's just the beauty thing about credit spreads. You don't want to get too involved into what's happening and once you hold these things for 2 hours, you tend to be safer. I hope we get a bull run up, maybe fill the gap. We're already down another 1% compared to the 2% yesterday of last Friday too. It is a little nervous, but that is what the system's telling me. Yeah, we got this EMA 50 above, but we can curl up above it. We've been trending down for almost 2 days. I got to do what the system tells me. I got wrecked doing futures because I went too big size. I'm trying to work on sizing. It works. I'm telling you, I've won like 5 days in a row doing this futures, but it's when you get this choppiness. Up, down, up, down. Maybe I need to use the 2-minute chart to give maybe a little more false signals. Even then, though, up, down, up, down, up, down. Like, that's just really frustrating to see. So this is one of those things where just not a good futures day. I should have called it quits when I had a nice gain. I was making bank right in here, making bank down here. I made massive money right down in here. I sold most of them too early. I went from this here all the way up to here. I sold most of them at the middle orb, and I sold my last micro here, and then I decided to go bigger right up in here, and that just wrecked my profits. That's the hardest thing with futures is it's so volatile that any little move against you, it's hard to manage. It really is hard to manage. Is it best to use the 1 minute? No, yeah. The best strategy for credit spreads is 15-minute jaw. It gives you the best candles. The 1 minute can go up and down. They can change trends in a blink of a second. I'm definitely going to stick to the OG 15-minute strat for credit spreads. It has worked tremendously. I did sell a credit spread on, or not a credit spread. I did sell cover calls on TTD. If you guys want to know, I sold 72.5 for $1. $1.02 all the way from 4 May. So that's going to take some while. Hopefully by 4 May it pumps. TTD has been just a nightmare of a stock. So I was able to get my average down to $72. Now with this credit spread cover call I sold, now it's down to like 71. There was other premiums I sold too, so maybe it's at like 70. But I still got a long way to grow. I might be holding this stock for quite some time, but at least it's better than a stock like Bond where you can't really believe into a stock like Bond. This one, it's a penny. So I need to, honestly, maybe I need to revamp and just do the bigger cap stocks. There's going to be situations like this all the time. Bam, let's go. Let's go. Get up there. Get up there. I'm curious. What premium did you guys sell this for? Tell me, guys, the strikes you sold and what premium did you get filled for? You got the 54.20, 54.25. Wow. So you got 2 strikes lower than mine for 20 cents? Are you kidding me? You did a limit order. 54.20, 54.25. All right, so am I the only one that has a 54.30, 54.35, I assume? All right, so everyone's got a better strike than me. 20 cents. Okay. 54, you guys got the 54.20, 54.25. It's sitting at 15 cents. I got the 54.30, 54.35. The bid is 10, ask is 30. All right. Yeah, I did a market order. Oh, so you did a market order on 54.20 and they gave you 20 cents? Oh, so see, I got a little unfortunate. I got in the minute we closed above. You see this candle right here? I got that. This is kind of what, and this is fine because honestly though, this could have easily went up. I've seen it so many times. It plummets, it goes up, and we miss our strikes. Yeah, you guys get a better fill because it went down. Yeah, that makes sense. But in the whole grand scheme of things, though, if this chase goes to a different direction of trends, you know, we'll probably all get stopped out anyways. So it's just got to choose your fire, I guess, your poison. Do you want to get in early or do you not? I made the decision that no matter what, I'm filling on all my credit spreads. I'm never missing a fill. So if this happened to me where it just goes plummeting down, sucks to suck. You know, sucks to suck. There's nothing I can do about that. My credit spread right now is at 17 cents. I'm about break even now off of this move up. I sold it down. I sold it up here. So now I'm break even. Okay, so that makes sense. I was like, how did I get the worst strike and you guys got 2 strikes lower? Here's what I think can happen. I think SPX is going to fill the gap. You guys see this on SPX. You have 2 big gaps here. You can easily fill this gap up in here. And if it does, that is a 1% move up. I'm just playing the system. What does Orb tell me? We get bull puts here at 10.15. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, I don't know if you guys were noticing, but I am doing a 500% stop. I'm doing a little more gutsy move because when I've been looking at my credit spread journey, my credit spreads on my Excel sheet, I've been just been really thinking about how to improve these things more and more. I really think it's the stop is what can improve them the most. Obviously, you can't have a ridiculous stop, but like for this example right here, on this day, this got up to like 350% stop. All right, it hit us all just to go our direction. We would have won this if we had above a 400%. This whole month would have been a perfect win ratio. March, we did go against the trend 2 times. But let's just say we did go against the trend. This was my fault. I should never go against the trend. Right in here, it barely hit our stop. That's when it went down like 3.5% on SPY. It hit our stop at around that 300% mark. And then this one, I remember it hit our stop and then went our direction. Um, so it just comes down to the fact: do you guys want to be a little more gutsy? It's up to you. Um, you take 2 losses of 300% losses, then that's more than, if I keep winning, that 500% stop that I have, yeah, if I lose one time, that kind of sucks. But usually what I'm seeing is you shouldn't lose more than one time in a month. So, if you're making $100, then you're going to lose you're going to lose $500, right? So it's going to take that whole week to make it back. But you have such a high stop that it's hard to hit that. It is hard to hit that. But let's say you're going to have higher win ratios. So if you win the whole month, if you're making $100 a day on a small account, you're making $2,000. That -1 loss, does it really affect you that much? In the whole grand, it just affects you when you start trading. Recently, if you don't have a big win streak, that's when it sucks. DMN and Bond, I don't know. I mean, all the penny stocks are just garbage right now. I'll just be honest. There's nothing good out there. I'm holding, maybe I might buy some Bond in today just because the K value is just so freaking low. Like, it's almost at the point where I give it one more shot here end of day. It's at 1.09. It's just, I gotta really revamp things and kind of figure out what I want to do for my swing trading. I think with tariffs, I think we need to kind of calm it down a little. EMA 50 is kind of getting broken out. I think this is a good area for it to finally break out, maybe. 945. Man, I'm so disappointed in my futures. I was up $1,000 just to freaking lose it all. I don't like that. Man, I called it. It's just too many chopping got hit. I got hit right here on that chop. It just kind of chopped me out. I did take this gain. I should have took this gain here. That was a monster return. Come down here to a short just to chop me out again. It's so frustrating. Yeah, I mean, I'm just doing it based on the system. I did it like 5 times, in a row. I was making about 500 to 1,000 a day. It just comes to the fact that I didn't hold this one long enough. Obviously, I'm thinking in hindsight. I mean, from here to all the way up here, that was the one trade I probably should have just got out and called it a day. Yeah, so yeah, I probably did overtrade here. I got in short here, stop loss right here, went long again, and yeah, I mean, this move right here, this one move alone, you could call it a day. That's a almost a 1% move up on SPY. Like, that's a monster return. I did scale out as we got to the middle orb, and I just left 1 micro to run. So thank you so much for the follows, guys. Thanks for subscribing on Amazon Prime, on Twitch. You guys get free ads if you do that. Yeah, I probably did overtrade on that one for sure. I should have called it a day when I was up a monster amount. You can see right here, if I was going to trade futures again, I'm taking a break today. You can take here at that support because you broke here, act as support. If it fails, then you can take it to the downside. We just had very choppy price action here. It wasn't very clean. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So it was just kind of unfortunate. This might be the monster move we get where it just keeps going up. So maybe lighter size for me. It's always the size. It's always the size for futures. That will wreck you. You go too big size, then bam, you take a loss, and then you try to get it all back. And it's like you're chasing a cycle there. Yeah, I do think it's a little sketch. Not gonna lie, Steve. I'm just for my back test, that's what I've been noticing. Yeah, it's a little more gutsy. But I do think everyone should have a 300% for at least. If you want to venture out to the 400, I think 400 is very smart. 300 to 500 is the range I would go. But since I'm doing market orders, I want to get in really fast, so I'm pretty much starting down 25 to 50% red instantly. I mean, I kind of got unlucky here. I got in. If you obey the system, you should get in right when that 10-15 candle closes. So everyone should have got in here. If this just skyrocketed above, a lot of people would not have been in credit spreads today. So, I mean, we could see that time and time again. I mean, let me show you the last Fridays, which was really hard to get in credit spreads, right? Because it just went the direction of the orb, and they didn't give you much time to get in. So if you were looking at the 15-minute orb, this is your horizontal line at the bottom, right? And I remember this. They only gave us 2 minutes to get in. Right here, that's when I got in futures. Right 10 o'clock right here is when it closed. There was news here, so you would wait for that news. You'll get in on the 10:02 or 10:03. So if you didn't do a market order here, I mean, you had 2 minutes to get in for bear calls just for it to plummet. Once you see this plummet down, it's too risky now to get in. I mean, this was a drop of 0.50% drop in just minutes. So, like I said, choose your poison. I'm going to do market orders. There's very little time to get in sometimes. Sometimes it's no time. Like, it just goes down. So I'm just getting tired of missing out on credit spreads, because when I look at my journey here, I got a partial fill here. I lost on this day because I didn't get filled on the right side. I lost on this day because I didn't get filled on the right side, because I was doing a limit order trying to get filled and I never got filled. So I took 2 losses this month when honestly the 15-minute orb told me not to do that. These were single orb days. If it's a single orb day, you should never lose. I mean, you should never lose on a single orb. Right here, I got a partial fill, and a partial fill. So I got tired of getting partial fills. I just want to say, get me the heck in. Win or lose. I just want in now. Do you have any TNXP based on the? No, I'm kind of done with pennies for quite some time now. I'm taking a break from them. This whole tariff environment is already hard enough with big caps. There's not much volume on TNXP here. I'm looking for a massive volume. Honestly, the best one in my opinion is still Bond. It's just, what the heck is taking so long, right? 0.89k, 19 million volume, lots of million. I mean, the only thing is that maybe I should just black ban these stocks, right? China, pharmaceuticals, they all should be black banned. If I don't get a setup, I don't get a setup. I feel like at this point. I really thought that volume was going to be something different, though. Something was up with that. I mean, it still could pump pre-market, but we'll see. I think that's when it's going to really pump. How's TTD doing? It's just consolidating. I sold cover call for a $1 premium. I had to go all the way out to May... Was it May 2nd? I sold a cover call on TTD on May 16th. I had to go 46 days out just to get some premium, because it's just not doing well. So I went 46 days out and I sold the 72.5 for a $1.02. As you can see, it's right now the bid is $1. Ask is 108. I sold it right here in this range. Yeah, I don't know why. That one's just not doing well. What's the 30-minute at? Way up there. Okay. Filling states LJ can't reverse split, so I guess they will pump. They already did the max reverse splits according to SEC. Yeah, I don't understand LGMK. Biotech, healthcare, another reason to stay away from them maybe. Yeah, we got 2 days from EMA 5. We get about 5. I mean, I'm just... Obviously, they have to do a reverse split. That's the thing. So, I mean, how are they going to pump this from 2 cents to over $1? You know, it seems insanity to me. They did one back in November 2024. They just, they did one These companies, man. All right, so yeah, so I filled the bull puts at 0.20 on the 54.35, 54.30. That's my order there. A lot of you guys, congrats, you got better strikes than me. You got better strikes than me. But I mean, like I said, choose your poison though. Pluck, pluck there. Yeah, pluck, 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 pluck. Alright, we're just waiting it out. Trying to figure out what I want to do now. Yeah, ideally, if I want to add a TTD, if I'm looking at big support, I'm just going to look at my bigger cap stock list here. Stock list. I mean, we can clearly see if it goes to 40 bucks, that's a very big steal. Or let's Fargo cut it to 72, 72. From Wells Fargo. Buy rating from Technology Giant. This is the problem with, this is why I love credit spreads. I don't have to deal with all this fundamental stuff. I just trade the day only. I don't have to worry about stupid tariffs, what Trump's gonna do. I don't want to click that. Is that all? Maintain a buy rating. Set a price right this push. Yeah. Yeah, for me, I'm going to stick to more safer stocks for now. Look at that nice move up. For O, this is a stock that honestly that I wish I would have just kept doing. I've been looking for cover call stocks. It was either, if I wasn't in TTD, it would be either S or O. As you can look for O, it generally goes up. You know, it goes down here and there, but then it generally makes that direction up. Let's see what S is doing. Oh, wow. S is down. I mean, I feel like this company, I mean, I've done so much research on it. I feel like it's a good valuation down here. I mean, if I wasn't in it, I'd probably get in it around that. I'd probably get some in here, and then I could do cover calls if I need to. I mean, look at this. What can we sell cover calls for? Let's just say we could do 17 days. Let's do 25 days out for cover calls. The price is $17. Not too much premium, but you can do the 18.5. That's, I mean, $1 gain. I mean, just for the 18.5 here, you can reduce your average by about 50 cents. It's not too bad. I mean, you can get a lot of shares too. They're only what? They're only $17 a share. So I usually put 20K in this. So 17 times, let's say you want to do 500 shares. Yeah, you can get, oh my gosh, look how many shares you can get. 17, let's say you want to get 1,000 shares, right? That'll take about only 17 grand. Look at this, guys, look at this. Do 10 contracts, because now you have 1,000 shares at that 50 cents. You're making the $500 instantly, reducing your average by 50 cents. If you bought it right now, at 17.65, now you have a 17.10 average. You wait till this expires in 25 April, and you make money if this goes up to 18.5. So 18.5 from 17. You know, you make money in two directions. Obviously, if it keeps going down, that's when it's the nightmare. So as you can see, that's what I'm experiencing with TTD is, yeah, I'm making a lot of premium, but as it goes down, I can't sell as much anymore. I was loving this move up. I mean, look at this monster move up. We were starting to go up and then plummeted. I was loving that move. Yeah, it's been tested and it works on anything. You could do it. Let's look at stocks too. Nvidia. Obviously, indices work the best, but as you can see, Nvidia has no clear trend for the day, so it's in range bound. So you can't do that. Let's try Tesla. Obviously, you want to do the most volatile stocks that have the most volume. They're all range bound right now. Okay, so let's say QQQ. Is QQQ range bound then? That makes sense, right? Because if all the tech stocks are range bound, it makes sense that QQQ is. QQQ has not had a direction of trend. Now, a lot of people say that QQQ tends to follow SPY. SPY actually gave us a direction of trend, which is nice because we can get in early, right? At least we got a direction. This is perfect for us. We get a direction of trend at 10:15. Instead of waiting long and long throughout the day, at least we can get in early. Because we got that 15-minute ORB. Whereas if we were doing QQQ, we'd be sitting on our hands still, and it's 11 o'clock. It gets worse as you don't get in credit spreads as time goes by. So it's something to look into. Like, if QQQ gives us a really fast signal, I mean, it's something to look into. Does SPY tend to follow QQQ? Does QQQ follow SPY? Yeah, I'm doing market order for credit spreads. Just make sure you hit a sell. Make sure you are selling. Hit market order, and it'll fill you instantly. And that's just how it's going to be. I'm looking for 20 cents on the bid. So if I see it's on the bid and I do a market order, I probably should get filled on the bid at 20 cents. Most likely we'll get filled at 20 cents. So right now, my contract is at 15. It'll probably go up to 20 again if it comes back in this orb. We really haven't had that much time decay. Only 30 minutes of time decay, so not really much happening. Yeah, I need to work on my future strategy. Just honestly hold longer. I'm not holding long enough. And then when I don't hold long enough, I don't take these nice gains, and then I lose it all. It's like it is so much harder. Like, the credit spread strategy is so much easier. Like, it's so much easier. You don't have to worry about take profit. You just have a stop loss. You get in at a certain time. That's all you do. It's so much easier. It's absolutely nuts how much easier it is. Obviously, you have a negative R&R, and you got to hold longer. I get that. Hey, Jesus Cow, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, so, just trying to figure out. That's about it for today. If you do market order and bought the credit spread at higher cost, how would it affect how much premium like today? So, I got in, you know, obviously make sure you see credit because you don't want to be a debit. You don't want to buy it, right? So you're doing the same process. All you're doing is changing your order type from limit to market. You don't even have to put a limit price. You know, you can get in a lot faster. So right here at 10:15, we were above this upper orb, right? We closed above. So all I did is hit. I go to my option chain on my phone and I hit sell, or I go to the bid, and it automatically puts me as a credit spread. I make sure I'm a seller by seeing that it's, you know, negative. Holy crap, nice little move up there. But yeah, it's just, there's pros and cons to it. The cons to it is, like, yeah, some people in the chat can get better strikes because price went down. the minute I sold a credit spread, it went down. So you got a better strike. The pros of it is no matter what price does, I'm going to get in. I'm never going to worry about a fill. So if price does go up and then comes down, well, then guess what? I'm going to get a much better strike. You possibly won't get filled. What if price never goes back down? What if it just keeps going up? So now you lose out on a day that could have been a nice win. And so with this strategy, it's all about math. You want to play every day possible because there's going to be some days you don't play, like news events. So if you don't take on these easy days, I mean, there's going to be hard days that you lose. So you're kind of screwing yourself over, I think. And like I said, I've done the back test, and all of my days I lost because I didn't do that market order to get in. I try to be greedy. So it eliminates the greed factor of, hey, I want this strike. I think it's going to be this premium. We don't know where the premium is going to be, all right? We don't know which strike is going to have which premium or not. You're just kind of looking at the premium as it moves. So that's the hard part with credit spreads. So I say take out the guesswork. Go ahead, go to options here, go to verticals. Let's say we're doing SPY. We go over here and let's just hit a random one here on the call side. You can see right in here we have our sell side. It says credit, so we know we're in the right side. Just change this to market right here. Change it to a market order. You're still on the sell side. This time you don't have to go through extra steps and say, hey, I want to go to a limit price, put that in. There's less steps. All I did was market, bam, execute. And how many contracts? You know, for SPX I'm doing 9. I'm increasing to 11 contracts in April. Then I'm upping my size by every 2 contracts. I don't want to ruin all my gains, so that's why I'm going slowly. If you started out with 15 contracts, then yeah, you're going to make more money. You can just slowly increase from that 15. All right, but since I started out smaller, I'm going to slowly increase. So yeah, you can see right in here, a hit market, no matter what. So you have the bid and the ask. It'll probably take me in for 2 cents. That's the best price that they can fill me instantly. Maybe 3, most likely 2 cents. Because that's the bid. If I literally went on a limit and hit this 2 cents right here, I'd get filled instantly. And that's the same thing of doing a market order. You're just going here and why is oh, my bad. Market, you're just going here and just letting them fill you instantly. So looks like we might get a fresh trend idea. Yes. Well, if you see the bid is on 20 cents and you do a market order,
Yeah.
you're almost for sure to get that 20 cents unless it moves like rapidly up. Like I placed this thing like almost instantly, so that way I could get that 20 cents instantly. Like, let's just say like you know, you placed it and it just rapidly moved up. All right, maybe you might get 15 cents. But I mean, you're placing this order in seconds when this was, you know, you're placing this order when you're clearly seeing it closing above. So I wouldn't worry about that. I would worry more about not getting filled, changing your strikes, not getting a play, going against the trend because of that, and that's what causes disaster with credit spreads. So yeah, I only got 20 cents. The spread was like 20 to, I think the bid was 20 cents and I think the ask was 30 cents. So obviously I'm not going to get the highest 30 cents. So I just got in for 20 cents. If tested, have you thought about having another trade in addition to SPX based on orb each day since the process is the same? I personally would just rather do more size on SPX. Like, are you meaning more towards, like, just hedging? Like, maybe you want to do QQQ? But usually they all follow the same. IWM is kind of the clown. It kind of does its own thing. This is actually in an uptrend, too. It's good to see, like, right here. Right here. We broke out right here, right with SPY, and it's going up. Yeah, so, I mean, you can, but I'd rather just go more size than if you want to make more money. SPX is going to be the most liquid for selling credit spreads, so it's easier. Yeah, so I'll me personally, I'll never have a problem getting filled. And that's why I also made the thesis of upping my stop, because I'm going to start out in the red 25 to 50%. But probably 25%. I start out in the red. 25%, yeah. And that's fine. Just so I can get filled instantly, because a lot of times the minute it goes your way, you're fine. The premium decimates. And then you also want to make sure that you can take a move all the way down to the lower orb. You don't want your stop so tight that you're like, shoot, I get hit here just for it to bounce up. No. So me personally, the 300 to 500% has been back tested to be the best stops. Anything lower than 300 is too fragile. It's too fragile, in my opinion. If you want to do higher, I recommend 400 or 500. If you want to be gutsy like me, what I'm trying out, you can do the 500 with me. Just keep in mind, the higher the stop you go, the higher win ratio, but it also has to make sense for the losses. So I got into the fact like, hey, if I lose, it wipes out a whole trading day. Just think of it, if you're making $100 a day, with my stop, I can barely easily win every day. That's easily possible with my stop. So you'll make $2,000. Well, let's just say I happen to get a loss. With fees and all, let's just say you're down 600, right? Down 600. You're still making that 14 to 1500. You see how that works. You're still going to be positive for that month, and getting a loss is going to be a lot rarer. Now, keep in mind, I'm not going to be dumb. If we do double orb, I could take the consideration of, hey, it's probably best to break even too at the same time, or take minor gain. Ideally, I want to take minor gain because of the fees, so maybe take a 50% gain. I'm going to look to do that. So if I sold at 20 cents, we break to the bottom orb, let's say it does it way throughout the day, I could buy it back for 10 cents and I make 50% of my gain. That's not a bad idea. Just to say, hey, we changed trends. It just depends on when we change trends. If we change trends at 2 o'clock, I could just hold it out. That is pretty good theta. I don't. It just depends on what your contract size is, Tansen. If you're doing 15 contracts and then you're gonna up it to 30, that's too risky, because then all of the gains that you made could be blown out in one loss, and you're gonna be very frustrated. Now you're like, I'd rather just slowly scale it up. It's got to make sense for you though. Every 2 contracts is gonna give you about almost $50. So just think of it that way. So if you do 4 contracts, that's another $100. Scale up. I think every month is a good rule. Every month give you that opportunity to scale up. Say, hey, I want to make more money, so I'm going to do this. But it's got to be a loss you can manage. If you're making $1,000, or let's just say $500 a day, it's going to really suck even for a 300% loss. Why? Because you're now losing $1,500. Right? That's a big loss. So you might be like not as gutsy as me, and maybe you can't do the 400 or 500, because that 500 loss is looking like a $2,500 loss if you're making 500 a day. But granted, if you're making 500 a day, you're probably going to get a perfect win streak. With that 500% loss, you're making 10 grand. So you just need to get the win streak to happen. That's the biggest thing, is get a win streak to happen, and then you're golden. It's when you start this strategy and get a loss, you're gonna feel discouraged if you get a loss right away. But over time, you should be winning over time. That's the hard part with this strategy. No, I went bull puts. I went bull puts today, Mr. M. Yeah, you scared me. I thought I went bear. I was like, no, I went bull puts. Yeah, I went bull puts. Yeah. Why I went bull puts? I kind of ignored this EMA 50 because we've been in a downtrend for quite some time. So I went bull puts at 10:15, right on the dot. Did I read it? Did I do it wrong? Did I type it in wrong? Oh, no. Scared me. I filled for bull puts for 0.20 on the 54.35, 54.30. Here's my order I filled. I have my stop at 1.20 to give me more wiggle room. All right. So I did increase my stop from the 0.80 that I usually do. I got filled for the 0.20 on this strike. You can see that was at 0.30 because of that drop it did by the time I filled, which is kind of frustrating. Like, all right, I got this message: buy one combo, 0% riskless combinations. Orders are not allowed. Could you please advise what I did wrong? I freaking I tried to get Weeble Can, I could not, but then after I did everything, I realized that you can't trade vertically yet, even and asked them, and they said no, it's not available for Canadian, so I had to go through interactive brokers. Nice. I gotta look into what I want to do with Bond. It's coming back up. Anyone catch those 8 cents? And that's my thing. Like, I might have screwed myself not catching those 8 cents, but it's just so freaking hard to hold on to these things. End of day, I'd be looking to do one last scale. We'll see on Bond. No, you're good, Mr. M. Nice, Venom. You got the guts. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes having that guts makes you win. Like, having the guts to maybe do a 500% stop loss on SPX, you're going to win a whole lot more. Having the guts to buy these things when, it does meet the system, it's hard, Having those guts to do those hard decisions. I'm just going to wait till the end of the day and buy. That's just my rule of thumb here. Spy is kind of coming up here. I wonder if QQQ makes an uptrend here. Does it actually follow this? I'm actually really curious. I need to study this and see what happens. There's the 50-minute orb. Do we break above it? I'm so glad Spy broke above it fast to give us that signal fast, because it's harder to get in here compared to 10:15. That's an hour of time decay that we lose. My option right now is at 5 cents. So you guys, I know your guys' options are like 0. You guys probably have 0-cent premiums right now. The premium dropped to almost 0 for the bull put fell to 0. Do you close it instead of hoping it becomes... I'm just going to close it worthless because we're going far out of the money. That extra 5 cents literally adds up. You'd be surprised. 5 cents times 5, that's an extra 25 cents for the week. That's more than a whole day of trading. Yeah, but you take the risk of it going negative. You take the risk of losing. But worst case scenario now, we can use this lower orb. If it does try to go down there, we could take it for a break even if we need to, or minor gain. It just really depends. I don't see anything going on today other than there's nothing on the calendar. I'm looking at tomorrow. What is it? April 3rd is when the tariffs take place, right? With the EMA, Casey since 2019 got 23 and 24. Man, 2019 had a crazy 40-day win streak. Wow, 40-day win streak. See, that right there is life-changing money. Like, 40-day win streak. I mean, who gives a rip if you take a loss now? I mean, making $500 times that by 40, that's a 20K. $20,000. That one loss wipes out. Let's say you're doing my loss, stop loss. You wipe out that 2,500 and you're still up massive. Could you repeat your most current credit spread sell for 0. So what I'm doing, I did up my stop a little because I'm getting tired of the 300 getting executed too fast. For example, when you have a market order, sometimes the brokers take it out even earlier than when it touches your price. So I've seen it too many times where it doesn't actually touch 0.80, but it gets close enough where it triggers it, and then it takes me out early when it actually would have worked. And then if you go near the 400 to 500 mark, your win ratios obviously drastically increase because you're having a wider stop. You give yourself more time decay to happen. You give yourself for time to react better. So, but you can't go too far in because then if you lose, just like, yeah, that's just too big of a loss. I personally think if you're going to be a little more gutsy, you can do the 400 or you can do the 500. 300 still works. There's nothing wrong with 300. I'm just getting, I think it might be a little too little wiggle room, especially since I'm doing a market order. I'm getting in right away, so I'm also coming in around a 25% loss. I got in instantly here at 10.15, no joke. This big move down happened. My premium I got in at 20, it got to 30 cents here. I was down 50%, 20 to 30. Yeah, who gives a rip? I have 450% more to go. And then what if price goes back up? Bam, I'm golden, right? So, it's okay if price just goes immediately against you. This is not future. You don't have to aim for the exact price, right? So it goes against me, we're totally fine. But this is what we love. We love go up, down, sideways, generally up. We're golden for bull puts because of that. So, like I said, I really love these adjustments I'm doing because I'm never going to have a worry about getting filled. Now, I can already know it that we're going to have times where if you guys don't do market orders, there is going to be times where you guys are like, man, I did not get a fill. I've been back testing on this a lot. You can ask Steve. I go on TikTok all the time. And if you guys want to join my TikTok streams, it's just a back testing stream. And usually when we get the signal, you get this kind of motion. Bear calls down. There's no reaction to get in. Bull puts in. No reaction to get in. What did I take on March 27th? Let me see. Okay, I got that one in. I think because of this little candle down in the orb. So there's a lot of times where you just don't get a signal fast, right? This candle, I don't even know how I didn't get filled. I think I was a little greedy. I remember this candle, 326. I took what? Bull puts, and I lost. Because I didn't get a fill here. It's clearly bear calls here, but somehow my Dumbo took bull puts here because I didn't get a fill. I waited till it went down here for bull puts, and obviously the trend's down. Granted, if I had a 500% stop loss, I would have won this. All right, but I don't want to think against the trend like this. So yeah, if I got filled right when this candle ends, you take a little minor premium loss, right? It goes up a little, but at least you got that satisfaction of, at least you're in. You don't have to worry about it. Right here's the 945. Right here. This was just a sideways easy day. Yeah, so it just really depends on what your risk appetite is, what you think is good to do, and all that. So yeah, if you lose one time, 1 to 2 times, yeah, obviously you're gonna need a 90% win ratio for sure. The way we're playing, just the stats alone, selling out of the money, you're gonna have 90% because the probabilities of that far out of the money is insane, combining with the trend following strategy. But yeah, let's just say you win. Let's say I make $200 a day and I win 18 times. That's 3,600. Well, even if I lose 2 times, I'm still profitable. That 200 times 5 minus that by 2,000, you're still up 1,600. Not bad, It's still fine. So I mean, yeah, you have. But here's the thing, when I've been back testing this whole month, no losses, and this whole month, no losses. You actually have a perfect win streak. So now when you compound your wins to the extent that we're doing, that 200 for those past 2 months, you have an $8,000 gain just for $200 because you have no losses on a 500% loss stop loss in here and in here. And I'm pretty sure January you didn't have a loss either. There was definitely one time you had a loss. I think maybe December or January. But, you know, the goal of this strategy is to keep focusing on, get those win streaks. And also those losses that you do have, you can break even. We're still going to try to do the break even if we cross the opposite side of the orb. Yeah, we're definitely going to try to do that too. Yeah, it doesn't make no sense to make 100% gain if we can get a 500%, 300%, 400% stop loss. You know, absolutely, that doesn't make sense at all either. So if we cross this double orb, then we're on red flag mode. It just depends when we cross this double orb. Yeah, yeah, you can, I've been back testing this thing like every day for 2 hours at least. Every day. Looking at when did I get in? Why did I get in? What side did I choose? Why did I get partial fills? Because I didn't do a market order, so I'm not making the whole gain. Like, this one should have been a whole gain and all. So it's just, it's going to mind boggle you. You're like, you know, the results that you're going to get too. Alright, so I got in at 10:15, right on that dot. 4 o'clock is I'm going to hold it till expiration. We'll check out gold here. Lovely, happy Monday. Jim Daringer, welcome to the stream. So we did the 54.30, 30, 54, 35. I did the puts. Puts, 0.20. Yeah, I got filled right here at 0.20. My take profits 0.00. Contract, we are going up in size on contracts on tomorrow. Right now it's a single order. We'll change that if it switches. Alright, so that's my Excel sheet. Make sure you hurry up and write that in before you forget, because you might forget. Yeah, you're going to need a high win ratio, and that's what this is designed for. But then again, you could take a break even when something goes bad. Take it out fast, all right? For example, look at my February. We won't look at March too much because these are stupid trades that I should have never taken. They're against the trend. But you know what? I'm glad I took these losses because then I kind of revamped what I wanted to do differently. All in all, though, if I lose, you know, obviously I'm not madly profitable on this month. I'm only up $1,200 on small size. You know, $1,200 is $1,200, right? Compared to my February results, we're up $1,900. So we could have been up way more. I'm telling you, we would have been up way more in March if I stuck to my roles. So you can have the best strategy ever. If you don't stick to your roles, you know, it doesn't mean crap. So do keep that in mind. Best deal for the day, brother. I'm sticking to 1 penny and 1 big cap. My 1 penny I'm sticking with is bond, and the 1 big cap I'm sticking with is TTD. This is all I'm sticking with. I'm going to add to TTD maybe after my cover calls expire. I sold a month and 2 weeks out just to get $1 premium at the 72.5. Ideally, if this starts to go up, then I can sell a lot more premium. Or I'll have to buy more shares to average down to sell more premium. It just really depends. This just reminds me of Dollar General to the T. Dollar General did the same thing until it couldn't hold it much longer. You see the same pattern. It hovered this, but TDT is doing it way extreme. So it hovered this lower Keltner channel, but then over time, look at the massive pump it had. From this low to here, I mean, a 65% gain. Massive move up. You know, I made money on this one for sure, as there was not much drawdown. I made quick money. So, it is what it is. This is the same pattern we're in. Obviously, we have tariffs, so it's a little different. Steve, thanks for the bits, my friend. Appreciate it. Thanks for the bits. Yeah, so Steve, did you do the limit price and you got the 2 strikes below me, or did you do the market order and got my same strike? I think you said you got the strike below me, or 2 strikes below. But yeah, make it your own. It's got to make sense, guys. Oh, Weeble has no market order. Really? Let me check. It's weird. Weeble. What do you... Let me look at credit spreads here on my phone. That actually surprises me. Credit, spread, vertical. Let's see, I want to do a SPY 557, 558, sell. I see a market order. Let's check SPX, make sure it's the same. So options. Say I want to do a vertical call. Let's just do this one right here, sell. Yeah, I see the market order right here. You see that in the middle? Let me do full screen. Yeah, you just gotta click the limit type. It's probably too blurry to see on my screen. You click the limit type where it says limit price, order type limit, and I see market. The ask and bid from, so if I did a market here, the spread is 25.40, the bid is 25, so you'll get filled at 25 instantly. And then you can see how you're gonna have some drawdown because the mid is 33. If you sell it at, you know, you're gonna have some drawdown the minute you get in, but that's part of being in a market order. Yeah, I like Weeble a lot. Weeble's amazing. I like that purple color. Purple with a purple star and purple bits right next to it. That looks so clean. You got the purple and the purple. Only if they can get that Amazon Prime Gaming to be purple. I just packed something where 25. I just picked something where 25 was the bid. Oh, you actually sold a 25 center. It's not bad. You get a bigger stop loss. It's not bad. Yeah, if you do a 300% stop, that's 50, 75, $1. 400 is $1.25. That's going to be pretty hard to take you out. It would have to be a massive move to the other direction to take you out. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna head on out. I'm gonna do some stuff around the house, but maybe make some videos. I gotta pay attention to my swing trades. This is looking pretty good. Just 15-minute or predicting this move here. I personally think we fill the gap, the pre-market. You see right here, we're coming to this gap. We could easily fill that gap at 550, 553.89. And if I would have stuck to my futures trade here, then I would have made bank. I just got chopped up in the morning range. Very unfortunate. I got chopped up in the morning range here at 9:31. I wasted all my drawdown here just to go down here, sell here just for it to go back up. Yeah, I got chopped up here. 1, 2, made some money here, but I didn't take the profit. 3, 4. 4 times it chopped up. I think I need to wait till I get this. I don't know. But as you can see, as we hit that upper orb, we're acting as support here, here, and here. And those are all futures trades. I mean, look at that massive gain you get. Futures is a lot harder. I really think credit spreads is... They say credit spreads is an advanced strategy, but I think the way we do it, I think it's the most easy, beginner-friendly strategy out there. Not worrying about take profit is life-changing to me. Like, in a futures trade, you're like freaking sweating. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm up $500. What do I do? Take some off the table, put some at break even. It's so much managing, whereas credit spreads, you just got to worry about your stop loss, and that's it. You guys heard of TWOH? I don't think so. Yeah, so TTT should be going up with that move. Wolf I was watching. Did Wolf go down again today? Wolf speed? Oh, it went up. Yeah, it went up. Look at that monster move up. I was watching that one. It reminded me of the same pattern right here when it dropped big and went up big. Obviously, it doesn't meet like the system requirements. It doesn't have EMA 5 TD, but it seems to be like an overreaction of a move down. QQQ, did we actually get a 15-minute orb? I think it does follow. Yep, there it is. It does follow Spy, I believe. It's just more delayed. Right here, we got the 11:30 15-minute orb coming in. Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, wow. This is a pink bouquet of flowers. The flowers typically long. You pick them outside, or you can get them in a store or at a farm.
Yeah, maybe the tariffs is just an overreaction. Everyone panicked for no reason. All right, guys, I'm gonna do a recap on. I'll probably go on TikTok if you guys want to. Honestly, just follow my TikToks. I'm there too all the time. That's more for back testing, just more for my personal time. Just to, like I said, I've been back testing so much for you guys. I really think that these changes that I made just recently, you guys are gonna really like. So this is my back testing channel here. If you want to follow that, subscribe on Amazon Prime on my Twitch. You get no ads. It's free for you if you have Amazon Prime. Thank you. Look forward to learning more about futures. Maybe a video with more basics, so we might be able to follow your. Yeah, I have the video here. What I'm doing is exactly what this is right here. Where is it at? Day trading education. Right here. This is the exact video that I'm doing. There's just some days that you make bank and some days you don't. I really think it's just sizing. I went too big of a size. Like, you gotta, the problem with prop firms is you gotta be patient, right? They put a target on it. They get, for a 50K account, you gotta make 3,000. Well, I need to start holding my trades a lot longer. For example, I got in long here, but then I started scaling out, just like right here on that 10 and 20. If I would have just kind of held longer, I would have made a whole lot more, margin, right? Oh, this is QQQ. Look at SPY. So it really is not the strategy. It's just more of your personality. Like, don't go too big size and all that. Like, I shorted this here because that met the system of, hey, we might be breaking out and we can do a quick violent move down. So then I shorted it here just to go get stopped out here. That's fine. If I only had a micro or two, it would have been like a $20, $40 loss. Not a big deal. But then, as you can see, I go long now. It goes back down. Candle closes back up. If it closes down, but it's worth the risk because these are the moves you can get on the futures. So you get down here and you come across to the opposite side of orb, break out of orb. So ideally, you can be done with just one good trade a day. Now, this one micro, probably would have made you. Yeah, I remember. I did one micro here, and I sold it at the very top here for a $100 gain. So, we got that notion of, hey, we want to be greedy, we want to make more money, but then if you get chopped out, it's hard. It really is. I shorted this here because I knew this is resistance, and I didn't take the gain here. Then it come back up to stop me out, come back down to short it to stop me out, and then I didn't take this gain. So this right here was just a mess. If I would have had just this price action here, this was beautiful. I mean, this was beautiful from 10:30 on. I just got chopped up down here. And then I missed this one. You can see right here on this candle, you see how you short this? Take it down. Look at this beautiful short down. I just got unlucky. It really is. It really is whatever you make it. I think it just comes down to sizing. I accidentally I was on 5 micros and I hit it 2 times and I got 10 micros and stopped me out for the day. So, what a pain in the rear.
Bye-bye, blessings. Bye-bye, blue teddy bear. Here goes in the blue backpack.
Yeah, that's why credit spreads are so easy. I think futures is more just a scalping. It's a lot of scalping, because you can't take much drawdown on futures. Like, I know this seems crazy, but just micros, just a one micro from here to here is $100 loss. Imagine if you did 5 micros, right? 10 micros. Just one mini would have been $1,000 loss from there to there. Every mini is 10 micros. So it is annoying that you gotta get in and out, but that is part of day trading, in and out. My credit spread strategy is just a very unique strategy where it takes the guesswork out of everything. And that's why I think it's the most beginner friendly strategy where honestly I need to charge more for it. Obviously, if you guys are grandfathered in, I mean, $12 it'll never go up for you, but I need it. I mean, for the amount of back tests that I put into this, lots of countless nights not sleeping, going through this weekend, going over my journal, what happened in February and March, January, December, what stop loss makes the most sense, switching to market orders, because it makes more sense to get filled, because I got 2-3 losses because I didn't get filled. I got partial fills, making the strat even worse, because if you're only making $40 when you should be making $160 a day with a 9 contract size, then sometimes I'm going for 15 cents, and it's just a mess. All right, so when you back test it a lot, make it your own too. You might be like, well, I found this to be helpful. Maybe you want to go high premium and get out early. It is whatever you want it to be. Because if you want, let's say you want 30 cents a premium, it goes to 10 cents, you can get out right at 10 cents and you made your 20 cents to be done for the day. Granted that you're going to take more heat if price goes down against you right away. This was pretty scary, right? This candle quickly going down. So you're going to take some heat, and it's going to go faster in the money, faster premium moves because you're closer in the money. So it really is choose your poison. If you want to do futures, this is really I've been doing really good on it. This is the first day I haven't done good on it because of this choppiness here. And I was greedy. I didn't take my gains. And honestly, I should have been done for the day once I had one solid trade. I think it just comes to over trading. And that's the problem with futures. You're going to be like, yeah, this looks like a good setup. Yeah, this, it's the sizing I need to work on futures. I'm not really confident in futures yet. I'm confident in my credit spreads. But I'll figure the futures out. It's just, maybe it may not be for me. It may not, and that's a thing too. Futures might not be for everyone. Maybe this is just too fast paced. Credit spreads is more relaxing. You have plenty of time to get in, plenty of time for theta to kick in, plenty of time for price to go against your way and still be in the trade. It really depends on your personality. It might not even be for everyone. So that's how I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a little discouraged about it. Obviously, since I got chopped up, that's normal to feel that way. It doesn't mean that I'm going to give up. I don't ever give up. If I would have given up, I would have not had this profitable system making me money every day. Even though I've done very bad in the month of March, I mean, we're still up $1,300 on a small account. Trying to transform a small account and you making $1,300 on that, I don't know any other strategy that could do that this consistently. Strategies, the strategies that try to make accounts go up fast is zero DTE, buying naked calls and puts, maybe doing futures, but you're not going to have a P&L curve that just gradually goes up. I think we're in a gold mine of a strategy. I think we have a gold mine of a stop loss. We never use a day trade up. We're taking the full profit because it expires worthless. We don't have to have it take profit. We just have a stop loss, and then obviously we manage the trade when it goes below this horizontal line. So I'm going to create an alert. If we go below here, I can look to say, hey, do I take minor gain, break even, and such and such. All right, guys, I'll catch you guys later. There's more to do on this back test. That's the best thing to do, and I'll see you guys later. This is my full changes that I'm doing as of now, though.